We have been looking at barriers that limit us from breaking camp and advancing. We looked at the first one, setbacks, rush crisis. We looked at the second one, which is complaining slash murmuring. We looked at familiarity with the past. We also looked at doubt slash human reasoning. We looked at fear. And also our last one, which was number 6, was sin slash disobedience or rebellion. Today, as we come to the close of the area of barriers that limit us from making a move, we're going to tackle the last point on that section, which is guilt. Guilt is as a result of sin. The repercussions of sins leads to guilt. One person said that consequences are more important than decision. Many are the times that we make decisions to continue in an area that our conscience is warning us, and we say that it's just once, it's just for this moment. But at the end of it all, it comes to haunt us. Many are the times that we go on the social media and we have a lot of ads that pop up. Many are ungodly. Many are catch the eyes of us, but many are unable to overcome it, and many engage and succumb to it. David refused to go to battle, and when he did not go, he was faced with an issue where he found Uriah's wife bathing, and he fell into the temptation and slept with her and also killed Uriah. But if you read about his Psalm 51 verse 10, create in me a clean heart, O God, and renew a steadfast spirit within me. David is telling God, give me a new heart. When the Bible speaks of heart, it speaks of our mind. So David is telling God, give me a new mindset. A mindset that that hungers for you, that thirsts for you, that wants to live a holy life. As you do that, give me the ability to sustain that area, to sustain that heart, that mindset. But many of us have found ourselves, we have fallen. And we are like Adam. The Bible in Genesis chapter 3 verse 10 says that when Adam had sinned and God came to call them, when God called, Adam responded, we have gone to hide because we have realized we are naked and we are hiding. Achan, son of Karim, when all that was happening, the guilt was eating him, but it led him away from, even after God has said, call tribe by tribe, clan by clan, family by family. Possibly if he wasn't running away, he would have come out and told Joshua, it's me. But the guilt conscience led him to hide until he was reached. Cain, the same happened. Someone we call the disciple who betrayed Jesus, Judas Iscariot. When he realized what he had done, the Bible says that he went and killed himself. Out of what? Out of the guilt that I sold an innocent man, that I did a wrong thing. That is what has been haunting many in our generation. The devil have been using that trick to lead many away from God. But God is very gracious. God is gracious. He gives us ways to overcome. That's why he tells us in Isaiah 1:18, come let us talk. That's why he's telling us in Matthew 11 from verse 28 to 30, come you who are heavy laden. Many are carrying burdens of sin. Dhambi tulizofanya. And the devil have been reminding us and making us carry that burden for long. And if at all we are not going to cast that burden to God, we may never be able to make a move and fulfill God's purposes. We may never be able to become who we were destined to become. So my brother and my sister, in the area that we have been called, let us be consistent. Let us try as much as possible to break these camps, to break these habits that may limit us from making a move. And more so, let us pursue not to indulge and to gratify the desires of the flesh, so that we may not find ourselves in the area where guilt leads us away from God. Thank you so much for being patient, for listening through the 7 points that we have tackled, which is number 1, setback/crisis, which was complaining/murmuring, familiarity with the past, also fear, also doubt/human reasoning, also sin/disobedience or rebellion, and now the last point that we have dealt, which is guilt. My prayer is this, that God will give us that grace to overcome them, and we will be ready to fight the battle that is needed and make the choices that are right, so that we can move and be willing to die, to crucify the flesh and live glorifying God, live a holy life. As we will continue now, we'll go to our next step. We have been dealing with problems. Now we are going to deal with solutions. What can we do? What can we do so that we can break camp and advance? Factors that can help us to break camp and advance. As we meet during our next segment, that is what we are going to look. And I hope you have been blessed as we are looking at the problems that are hindering us from making a move. And you will also be blessed as we will be tackling the issue, the solutions. I may not give all, but at least there are few that I have looked and have been putting into practice, and they are helping me. God bless you.